What's going on, guys? I'm Jake, the Offensive Gamer, and this is Kholat, or I'm not really sure how to pronounce it because I can't pronounce anything that's outside of my general diction. But this game has been one I've actually been following for the past month or two. I heard about it in a few different websites saying, you know, different little indie games to keep track of and things to look forward to, and this was one of them. And once I heard about that, I looked it up and wanted to see what was going on with it. And there's not a lot to know. It's sort of a mysterious kind of thing. It's based off of a real life incident that happened in the mountains of, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but it happened back in the 50s, and apparently it has actually been solved as to what happened since then, but it's nice to have a little bit of an imagination, I suppose. I don't really know what exactly this game is going to entail, judging from the little picture right there you see in the top right next to the name. I imagine there's going to be some creepy monster or something like that in the story, but little tidbit of information I found kind of interesting is that they got Sean Bean to narrate the game. Yes, Eddard Stark is narrating this game, which I think is fucking awesome. Anyway, I got nothing else to say. Let's get into it.
56 years ago, Russia, the northern Ural Mountains. A group of 9 students of the Ural Polytechnic Institute embarked upon a difficult winter expedition to reach the Otorten mountain. Their journey seemed to progress according to plan. However, on the 7th day of their trip, the weather conditions worsened. They lost their orientation and were forced to set up a camp on the slope of the mountain called Kholat Syakhl. It was their last stop. 3 weeks later in Yekaterinburg, when their families received no word of their success, the first rescue expeditions were sent. On February 25th, 1959, an abandoned encampment was found. The tent was torn down and covered with snow, with all the group's belongings left inside. Further examination revealed it was cut from inside out. The surrounding footprints indicated the crew had fled the tent. They were barefooted. This suggests a frantic escape, characteristic of people scared out of their wits. 2 sets of prints led to a forested area down the slope. The rescue team found an improvised fireplace and 2 bodies. They were lying in but their underwear, with cuts and scratches to their limbs, suggesting they had tried to climb the tree in panic. What could terrify them so much? The next 3 bodies were found scattered a few hundred meters from the first discovery. One of them had suffered a fractured skull, this despite no evidence of a struggle. It took the spring thaw 2 months later to enable the rescue team to find the rest of the victims. The last 4 skiers were found buried in a thick layer of ice and snow. Their autopsies led to even more bizarre findings. All of the bodies had severe internal injuries caused by an undetermined force, similar to that of a serious car accident. No external damage nor bruises were visible, besides a tongue ripped from one victim's mouth and a strange orange skin color. Much speculation arose from these puzzling events. Such theories included attack from the local tribesmen, from an avalanche, or animals. Each theory, however, only served to create more questions. The truth behind this tragic course of events remains unexplained to this day. What really happened? Maybe the answer still waits to be discovered, deep under the snow.
Alright, so we're getting started. As you can already see, before I mention anything else, I should say you probably saw at the very beginning the main menu. It said continue. I did get a press copy of this game, so I've played about 5 or so minutes just looking around, getting an idea for the controls. I noticed that this game is absolutely beautiful, and like, I don't know, immediately when I started playing this game and walking around and looking at things, I pretty much immediately got this impression of Vanishing of Ethan Carter. If you guys recall that game from September last year, that's definitely the closest comparison I could probably give to this game in terms of just visuals and lack of true 100% direction. Just kind of throwing you in there and expecting you to kind of figure it out yourself. And I wouldn't give any positive or negative connotation as to whether or not that's a good or bad thing. It's just a thing. So I don't know exactly where we are or who we are at the moment. Or I know where we are, but I don't know who we are exactly. I'm assuming we're possibly, you know, a family member or maybe a rescue team member or something like that who's trying to find these people or trying to find more information on what happened to these people. Not trying to find them, but just finding information on them. But I don't really know. You know, judging from the train, you'd think that this was a civilian, but I can't be 100% certain. Now, just looking at this building, I would probably say, like, or at first I thought it was a school, but then I kind of recognized, wait, hold on a sec, I just got off a train. It's probably a train station. But I don't know. There's a lot of residential houses back there, which is interesting. I wouldn't get the impression that, you know, there'd be a lot of residential places right next to a train station or a train yard. But I guess that's kind of what they wanted to do. I don't know. But yeah, this very opening, you know, sequence and the first act and all of that, there's really no direction whatsoever. You don't have any interactivity with just about anything in this game up to this point. And the first time I was playing it, I was thinking that was just, you know, I was getting a preview copy and I wasn't getting the full game. And it was so it like just eliminated certain features. But that's actually supposed to happen. Which I really didn't understand. I thought either the game was glitched or something, because you're supposed to have like a flashlight and a map and all of that. But that stuff comes into play later. We're currently just going down a little pathway down here. There's also a train yard over in that direction. I'll go ahead and run on over there and show you guys. But yeah, I don't know a lot about this game in all sincerity. Like, I know the little bit of information I've read about it on the Steam page and, you know, what I think a couple of developers have said. But in general, I don't actually know that much about the story itself or what's going to be in it. All I know is that Sean Bean is the narrator, and there's a mystery to be solved. And it seems as though this is going to be turned into a horror game, just judging from the main page that you saw, and just kind of the vibe I'm getting from it. But no matter what, even if this ends up not having the best of mechanics or it's not that interesting of a title in general, you cannot take away from the visuals. This is a beautiful game. Like, I can already tell. Ooh, is that pathway over there? Ooh. New things? I don't think I checked this out last time. I don't know. I don't think I can go on. Can I go on there? Yeah, there's no like jump button, so I can't go on top of that. Sadly. Yeah, the thing I'm curious about is you know, considering there's no direction in this game for the most part, and it's just kind of like figure it out yourself, I wonder how easy it would be to get lost. Like, I can see myself getting lost in this area just from the, you know, the haze of all the snow and the general lack of description once you get past that residential place and you just go into the woods. But this is rather distinct, and that music means something. I don't know, are you over there? If so, yes, I am coming to you. Also, I don't understand this. This happened last time, but there's this sort of like black kind of border coming around the screen. Like my vision is being impeded somehow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's getting all gray now. That's not good. Whoa, we fell.
thing I saw was a flash. An insufferable burning light. The pain ripping apart my body. I felt it tearing out of my soul. After a while, I was nobody. Nothing. The light went out and I vanished into overwhelming darkness. I welcomed the end with delight.
Alright, we're just about getting to the part where I started getting a little bit concerned as to what was supposed to happen, because the first time I did this, I just kept on walking into oblivion for like 10 straight minutes. Going like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do, but there is a landmark that eventually appears depending on the path that you walk. Alright, I think I found it. Yay! I don't know, for some reason it feels like it's just kind of arbitrary as to when you'll find it. It's very strange, though.
I am right behind you. Have you ever tried to hold on to your humanity? When others convince you of being no more than a subject, an object, which they can bend to their will. When they told you that you were a monster that deserved punishment, and you could really not remember your sins. When they took away your loved ones, leaving you to rot in the dark. The problem is that in their darkness, you have never been alone.
Alright, so we got some orange footprints. And it looks like a radio tower out there. Yeah. We have a flashlight, though. Alright, so I feel like it's telling me to rest in the camp. Let's see what happens. Huh. Okay, so we got this big-ass map to tell us where to go. It looks like that's got something. I don't know what that is exactly, but it has something. So it's good to have things. Yeah, let's set our destination for over here, can we? Doesn't seem like we can set a destination. Yeah, select destination. It doesn't seem to want us to select one. Well, that's too bad. Alright, fine. We'll just, go in raw then, I suppose. That's gross. Let's go for that radio tower out there. That looks new, interesting, different from everything else. Who knows, we might even find people. Wouldn't that be a grand concept? Alright, I don't like there, because that doesn't seem to have anything good, so... Oh. Well, it's red, so naturally it's gonna be bad, but nonetheless, we're gonna walk to the crater. Oh. It seems like the music is telling me to leave, but I don't wanna.
I set out the moment I heard about the incident. I was in the area, so I reported to the unit myself to be automatically assigned to the case. I arrived at Vishai on February the 19th, a couple of days before the Institute's rescue group. While waiting for them, I started asking around to see if anyone from among the locals knew anything about the incident. One of them said he had a hunting cabin in the search region and knew the area very well. I decided to use him as a guide. When the rescue team had finally arrived, I explained to them what the unit's role was in this mission and that all discoveries or observations should be brought to my attention before anyone else's. We established priorities, checked the equipment, and set off right away. It was not until February the 26th we found the tent that I believe belonged to the students. Initial findings show that the people in the tent cut its side wall and for some reason tried to escape from it in panic. The tracks in the snow led to a forest 1.5 kilometers away. But the trail went cold after 500 meters and we had to carefully search the entire area. This was not a place of any average incident. We had shivers crawling all over our bodies because of the atmosphere surrounding us. I was convinced that something more than just an accident had occurred here. I had the feeling we were dealing with something unnatural.
I'm curious as to whether or not this is... Oh, okay. Alright, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, let's just not be here right now. Oh! Hey, 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 hey! Who are you? Alright, I'm following that because that makes sense and that's smart to do. Wait up! Jesus Christ, you are going way too fast! Oh my god. I'm not gonna be able to catch up with that woman. It looks like a woman. Damn it. Lost her. Well, forget everything I just said. We're going to go this way. Also, I'm not really sure who it was entering that stuff into that journal. It might have been me, but I don't really think it was. Huh. Bear in mind that I am now in uncharted territory, so... Oh, that's fantastic. Noises. And wolves. Great combination. Oh, and we have a cave now. A very dark, scary cave. This is great. Also, it's the game's kind of lagging a little bit, which is strange. Can I get up there? Damn it, I don't think I can. That's too bad. Shit, there's got to be a way I can get in. Damn. That is too bad. I can't, yeah, I just can't, like, climb up it. Because there's no climb button. Oh well. Alright, we're going back. Isn't that a bummer? We have to leave this scary dark cave. So it might be smartest to actually go back the way I came. Yet I find myself still going in the direction where the wolf is making noises. Not sure why. Probably because I'm stupid. Oh no, those are just trees. Alright, is this me or is there like some sort of colorful kind of silhouette in the distance? And that noise. There's a lot of freaky shit happening right now. I don't like it. Hey, hey, stop it. Thank you. Yeah, that's a bit steep. Might not be the best idea to go jumping down there. Yeah. This game certainly does not hold your hand. That's one thing I will say about it. That's not what I meant to pull up. There we go. Okay. So, we're in the middle here, I think. Yeah, because that little fire symbol is our camp. So we're in the very middle of the map right now. Thing is, I'm not quite sure what to do, like in any sense. what to look for, anything really. Alright, so that's where I go further down that way. No jumping necessary. God, the frame rate is really not to my liking right now. Yep. I guess running I don't know, maybe this game isn't optimized well for SLI, I'm not sure. But my rig should definitely be able to handle this game. No question about it. You know the best part about this? I'm really not sure exactly how I'm going to get back. Or if I'm ever going to, honestly. Oh, wait, I hear paper. I feel like it's up there. Paper. Paper. Ah, here we are. Okay, I need to read this. Mysterious lights above the... I have no idea. Mysterious events in the sky were noted during the night of 4 to 5 July. Witnesses testified that they had seen a bright orange sphere which had crossed the sky above the city several times. Moving chaotically and immediately changing its direction of flight, finally it stopped and disappeared. Major Gierke, an aviation professional, confirms it is impossible for any flying object we know to move like that. The military and Cosmodrome's personnel answered our questions in a short and firm way by distancing themselves to the event, informing there was no activity in that area as well as there were no tests performed. So, sorry, the font's kind of small. So it's kind of difficult for me to read it. Actually, I could probably... I'm not sure. Okay, I can zoom in. Alright, well, now I know. Jesus Christ. This map is intimidating. I'm not gonna lie. Guy's probably in his... That one's definitely not the first one. I don't know. Is that Ethan?